YouTube, chicks. Get ready. You know what to do, chicks.
Look at Chick Smooth.
Hey, Chick Smooth. Appreciate all the coverage that you've been doing. I've been watching your shit for a while. I just subscribed to your shit too, bro.
Nah, no way, you guys. We are not going to do this to a legend like T-Pain. T-Pain has given us so many hits. The man is a legend, and that's how we should treat him. Now, a couple days ago, T-Pain was on a podcast called the Crash Dummies Podcast. He was actually having a conversation about his career, but unfortunately for T-Pain, he made the one mistake of using Drake as an example.
The one thing I learned from Drake, and here's the crazy thing, one thing I learned from Drake, but one thing he hasn't followed his own words. Mm-hmm. Drake said, I want to be one of them people that gracefully bow out and not get kicked out. I have ever since said, you really thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'll see y'all when I drop. Don't worry about it. I'll just drop something. Let me know if you heard it. Yeah. Drake is like, no, listen. Okay, I got another one. Hold, check this out. Check this out. Y'all didn't like that one? Okay, real quick. Just one more. Let me try one more. And then he's the person that he said, you know, he didn't want to be. Mm-hmm. And I learned that from him. Like when he said that, I want to gracefully bow out and not get kicked out. I was like, you know what? I'm out this bitch.
This is live shows now.
I'm out this motherfucker. I'm not trying to impress y'all niggas. Y'all niggas don't give a fuck about live or die. Yeah. Why the fuck would I keep trying to impress y'all niggas? I'm out. I'm done. I did everything that I was trying to do. I changed the game. I made a sound. What else? What else?
You literally can't. It's only even if you make a hit today, it
won't even. That's just normal.
Yes,
it's just normal. It's like, yeah, that's okay.
Well, shit.
Cool song.
Now, after everybody heard this clip, some people actually agreed with T-Pain saying, yo, Drake, it's time for you to gracefully retire. You've made your money. You've made your hits. Right now, people are not rocking with you in the culture. So do us all a favor and just quit. Now, there's also people calling out T-Pain for hating on Drake. Some people said T-Pain was salty because Drake did not give him a verse in the past. People also said that T-Pain was actually jealous that Drake had the career that he wanted. Now, Drake himself also felt the same way. He responded back to T-Pain saying, this guy always had resentment for me. You can hear it every time he speaks on my name. Offset also joined in to defend Drake. He said the boy is the boy. Shit ain't gonna change. All that hating on another grown man who does more numbers than everybody is diabolical. Now, despite his history with Drake, Joe Budden actually defended Drake on his podcast. According to Joe, despite Kendrick Lamar beating his ass last year, Drake is still Drake and he does not need to retire.
Now, if I have resentment and I'm looking for a reason, I might say that.
If I'm T-Pain, I got a problem when Shut It Down came out with Dream.
That's different. That I could get. That I understand.
But if you understand that, then we don't have to focus on whether T-Pain got the album wrong. We've highlighted where T-Pain could build resentment. I'm hearing somebody
sound like a little bit more than that.
Take a look. Well, maybe it is. I ain't spoke to Pain about it, and I'm not repping for either side. I don't have a horse in this race.
Me neither. I'm just
I respect both of them, and they both goats to me.
This sound a little bit more than just
like he fuck on a T-Pain bitch. T-Pain married.
No. I wasn't even saying that. But a lot of times somebody come in and get hot. You hear you know, you want to work with them or something. Drake. I don't know of any Drake T-Pain records.
Okay. So
I might not have did that with you. Nah, I'm cool. T-Pain ain't been popping like that in a minute, and now I feel away.
T-Pain is also extremely close with Lil Wayne. So while you don't have T-Pain and Drake records, you have a bunch of T-Pain and Wayne records.
Whole project.
Can't believe it.
Leads back to my theory that I ain't saying yet. That I've already said.
I read something that
I've said it mad times. I don't know why people don't. But 25% of people that view Drake differently out after that battle, even if you want to up that percentage to 35, let's call it 65-35. 35 people that may view Drake differently. If Drake loses 40% of who Drake was, then nigga, that's still Drake, and you still got to deal with him. Mm-hmm. He's still gonna sell records.
I don't think the number's that high, by the way.
I don't think so either. I think they fickle.
Yeah, in terms of actual, like I'm going to listen to or purchase or go to a show or whatever, I don't think that probably impacted him.
I don't think he budgets for him, really.
The battle, yeah.
No,
I don't think so.
He's 100% seen differently by
for sure.
people.
True, the perception might be different.
Perception is different on him.
That's because
he's still him.
He hasn't dropped that Drake
When he drops the Drake, hit perception damage was done. I don't want to get back into last year.
Yeah.
Damage was done.
I agree.
With that said,
significant damage.
Yeah. With that said, he's still Drake. He's still gonna sell records. He's still gonna be number one. Niggas are still gonna listen. He's still gonna tour. He's still gonna create his own path because, like I said, nobody did this. Nobody's been at this level. On the flip side of that, niggas that hate you are gonna hate you. Right. And there's nothing you can do about that. So if that's T-Pain, if that's me, if that's whoever it is, and that impacts their commentary, then I don't want to hear Drake respond every time he thinks somebody is saying something out of shade. If you want to do it, cool. But nah, he should be on a mission right now. And this is coming from, I think the 21 album is fire. I think the Party album is fire. Like, I call him on a little lightweight run. It ain't the Drake run that we know it to be.
Drake,
it ain't the Drake run we know it to be because he's doing all this Playboy Cardi, all this other. It's just this. He's in a listen. Let people.
I think he's fighting to have something stick to the wall.
If nothing sticks to the wall, he's still Drake, and you got to deal with him.
I don't think he thinks that.
Well, that's different.
You get what I'm saying?
Well, that's different.
I think he want to come reclaim his spot. And I'm not mad at that. I don't think if that's how he feels internally, then who the fuck is T-Pain to tell him ride off into the sunset?
Yeah, I don't know if
saying that.
Creatives or musicians specifically can have to ever feel like they need to retire. They rarely don't. Sure. You know what I mean? So
we got rumors of Jay-Z having an album coming.
Right, yeah, but there's something to be said for how you retire.
True.
Like, a Kobe retirement is still a Kobe retirement, and it's reserved for the greats. And Drake is a great.
So we're talking about
yeah. We talk. Father Tom plays a part in the Kobe retirement,
but how
Father Tom don't play a part in Drake retiring. But Drake don't have to retire.
No, I think you're talking about the perception of the retirement.
Yeah,
I think you're talking about that. So if Drake sailed off into the sunset on his own terms, he can give you one album every 4 or 5 years, right? By all intents and purposes, he's retired. Right, and he just come out.
If he changes
Jay-Z retired,
that would be
okay. If he changes his output,
that would be retirement.
Ideal.
But he's very much active.
Yeah, that's the thing. He's still out here.
He's nowhere near retirement from what it seems. If I'm just reading the tea leaves, and when he decides to retire, there will be the parade down 34th Street.
I think so.
It ain't many rappers active right now that's getting a parade. I know all of y'all think that your shit don't stink. All of y'all ain't gonna get a farewell.
Now, Drake's right-hand man, OVO Chubbs, was not having it. Man, who said Chubbs won't get active for Drake and crash out? Chubbs is normally quiet whenever people go at Drake. Last night, he told T-Pain, bruh, just because we let Kendrick slide, bro, we're not letting you slide. Chubbs was out in France having the time of his life, and he took a little bit of time to troll T-Pain and clown him. Here's what he did.
Yo, play T-Pain song for me. T-Pain. T-Pain. Who's controlling the music? The DJ, hold on. T-Pain. 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 I gotta find the DJ, T-Pain. Hold up, I gotta find the DJ. Hold up. I gotta get T-Pain right. Hold up, y'all gotta play some T-Pain in this bitch. What the fuck y'all talking about? The DJ at? Hold up, T. That's where I'm at. T-Pain, I got you right now. DJ. I need to play some T-Pain. T-Pain. I don't know, T-Pain. T-Pain, okay, I got it.
I'm not gonna lie to you guys, man. That was actually hilarious. Who knew Chubbs had a sense of humor? Now, in a very interesting and surprising twist, Chris Brown came in and he actually defended T-Pain. Chris is also another person that tends to stay out of people's business, but after seeing the hate that T-Pain was getting online, he put out this message. Random thought. T-Pain is one of the GOATs of my generation. Giving you your flowers, pioneer. Love you, my brother. Now, I do agree with Chris Brown. T-Pain is definitely a pioneer. I don't think anybody that knows hip-hop would actually disagree with that. Chris Brown is letting people know that he's rocking with T-Pain, even though some people can say that Drake actually gave Chris Brown one of the biggest hits of his career. Very, very interesting. You guys get in the comments below. What do you guys make of these responses? Post your comments below. Subscribe to my channel, like this video. I'll see you guys later, man.